Hello, anyone and everyone. This is Ziyal from Ziyal Gaming, etc. And we are back with Age of Decadence, and we are left with choices after a long narration and some superb voice acting, I'm sure, from me, learning the history of Mandor, and we finally come back to this infamous encounter, infamous to me at least, that ended an earlier run because I could not take care of it, and I'm not even sure if I should. But that's the way Age of Decadence rolls. Sometimes it's going to be harsh on you. So we got ourselves three choices here. Considering I did not put any more points to Streetwise, which seems kind of like I'm wasting it, maybe, but and I couldn't pass that last check, I'm going to assume that that's not going to work. And if I remember correctly, I might have even tried a 3 Streetwise before. I could do the thief thing, or you answer with 40 thieves, or I can do the body count thing, because I've killed 15 people. That should be enough to impress this guy, right? Right? Let's try it out. Or I'll fucking kill you, I respond to these thugs trying to harass this poor merchant. Success. Whoa, easy there, friend. We're leaving, says the thug, raising his hands to show that he leaves in peace. Wait for them to leave. Yes, I am finally can intimidate people. Huzzah. I don't know how to thank you, says the trader, visibly shaken. They would have killed me. The bastards would have killed me and taken everything. He hesitates for a moment, makes a decision, and removes a well-adorned dagger from his belt. It's been in my family for generations. My father gave it to me before I left. He told me that once unsheathed, it can solve any dispute. But I just couldn't bring it myself to draw it. May you serve it better than serve me, stranger. Alright. So it looks like I got myself a nice knife and got some more skill points. See, pays to be the good guy every now and then. 4 general skill points will buy me nothing. Ooh, killer of men. You fought your way out of Tehran, leaving nothing but corpses behind. Yeah, that's what you like to hear. Okay. Oh, wow, my arm is all bent up. I gotta find a blacksmith. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's see. Is this cool? Ooh, is this what he gave me? The Arbiter. Okay, that does sound pretty cool. Look at that hit bonus. Whoa, look at that thing. A family heirloom, the steel jambia is clearly the work of a master smith. The grinds are flawless, edge exceptionally keen. Once drawn, the dagger is said to solve any dispute, hence the name. Well, I gotta tell you, that sure beats out whatever I was stabbing people with before, which was Pagio. Oh, steel is available. Is this a steel weapon? Because I think that's the next upgrade I need to look for. Yeah, steel. Alright. Of course, I think I have some ability to hit with daggers, but really the dagger seems to be more for keeping a dagger around. It's good for those encounters where you just want to try to stab somebody in the face. Okay, now I did not, unfortunately. Let's just get a little teleport back to the main map, because I think that was just around here. Yeah. Okay. So, looking for trouble. Last episode was a heck of a lot of talking, and I think this time around, I'm hoping that there will be a little bit less of that. I was hoping that the map would be filled out here a bit more. I'm going to try the tavern to hopefully see if I can do more before I enter the arena. Though, I'm definitely looking for some... Oh, is this going to be Basil just being like... Because this happened before. What can I do for you? Asked Basilios, the proprietor of the establishment. I can talk, I swear. A baldy man with a round, pudgy face and bags in his eyes. Nothing. Yep, nothing. Basil, you just waste my time. Okay? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Okay, so... Oh, do we test ourselves? See, something tells me if I get into... Ooh, merchant. Merchant. Run to the merchant. Okay. Looking to buy something new? Trading your own junk came to the right place. Trust me, this humble store is all that stands between you and untimely death. Well, yeah, it's got a point there. Do you have anything special? Special? Heard about Zargos the Mad? No, he was the best gladiator I've seen. He was quick as lightning and about as merciful. He was captured in battle and sent to the arena to die for his sin. Zargos refused to die and killed everyone that he sent against him, hacked them to pieces like a madman, hence the name. Eventually, he was pardoned and given freedom. He had nothing to go back to, so he stayed and fought in the arena, forged himself his own armor, Murmillo style, and kept on fighting. He wore the mantle of champion for 9 years, which has got to be some kind of record. And what happened to him? He got old. Lost some of his famous speed and paid for it with his life. He was challenged by 3 brothers. The only I remember is Ronan, for he was the one who killed Zargos, ran him through with his spear. Yeah, I like spears. In his prime, Zargos would have torn them apart with his bare hands, but he was no longer in his prime. He should have never agreed to fight, and now 1 against 3 wasn't type to back down from a challenge. Yeah, let me guess, you have his armor? I do. Whoa! Okay, I could already, skip ahead, 12,000 Imperials for a pair. Yep. Nope. Nope. Can't afford it. Besides, someone tells me he's full of it anyway. Okay, here we go. A trident. 3-pronged spear, long shaft reminiscent of a pitchfork. Trident is scorned by most fighting men, but is a favorite weapon of enraged farmers and retilari gladiators. I kind of know what that is, or I've seen enough, but he does have some of these guys. These are some classic helmets they have around here. I might have to actually invest in armor eventually. Let's look around. Got bolas. I mean, I could sell off all my old stuff, which I think is probably the way to go. Let's sell off some of this that I don't need anymore. Don't need. Inventory management. Probably should do off camera, but knock it all out. I think that's see, it's not that bad, but stuff like that can be a little bit frustrating. We just want to get rid of it. Just go. Get out of my sight. Axes and things. I mean, but I've got to get rid of this. I mean, look how much I have. These all weigh 1 pound. These stones, and they don't do that much damage. So, you gonna buy stones for gold apiece? Yeah, you do that. Keep selling things. Make sure, am I keeping that cool knife I got? Yep. All right, goodbye. Nope, keeping the spear, keeping that cool stuff. Getting rid of that. We don't need to keep that dagger because we got the better one here. That hit chance is insane. So get rid of the expensive robe. I definitely ripped off the guy. My throwing chance is bananas terrible, so we're not going to worry about that. And we're not going to carry around heavy hammers for no reason anymore, at least. Okay, that's good enough. Trade. Oh, look, his inventory gets all messed up. It's hard to tell what's new. Now, to buy a new weapon, it is definitely, for most fighting weapons, I mean, I have to assume with that speed AP that it's going to be a two-handed weapon. We are going to buy some of these here nets, though, because they have proven to be awesome. Pretty much costs everything, dude. I mean, it's expensive, but I think it's worth it. To buy a trident two-handed weapon or not. Mormilio. I'm not sure how to say it though. To hit chance, it goes down. Yeah, and ooh, okay, here we go. Mess with my sneak penalty, which doesn't really matter, but I do get max here. Nah, I think the armor I got right now is the best. Okay, so let's just buy all the nets he's got, and I think it'd be worthwhile to go see the Men of the Thieves Guild. Let's do some quick save just in case I run up and down the street and get myself into trouble. Are you the slums? Oh, that's right. You are the emptiness that awaits me. The forts. Yeah, let's see what these guys say. I'm sure they're gonna want my kind, right? What do you want? Yep. Nope, they want nothing new with me. I chose my sides. I chose the thieves by making one arbitrary decision way back when. Alright, keep on rolling. I mean, I could just go right in that arena and immediately start. Ooh, trade district is this way. Merchants, anyone of interest here? Smoking. Palace of Pleasure. Uh-oh. Come get some for da-da-da-da. A house. Upstairs. Okay. Well, we might get some PG-13 action going on here. Oh, this is such a terrible idea. Oh, hello, Quintus. Have an itch needs scratching? It came in the right place. Maybe later. Now, is that because my character Ziyal, the mercenary turned thief, is a woman? Well, thief enforcer, I suppose. Am I not allowed to have any sweet courtesan action? Hey, look, it's a house. Damn floor and crew furniture, rotten floors, salvage everywhere. Door. Ah, Domitus. The middle-aged weather-face, half hidden by a scraggly beard. You ask if he's Dominus Oppius, and the man nods, steps forth, letting you in. What can do for a stranger? Nothing. Because I don't know. I just randomly entered your house, although... The treasure... Yes, locked? Yeah, the store's locked. Can't go up there. Okay. Trade district is where the merchants are, but something tells me they don't like me very much, so we're gonna look around. Oh, this is not very helpful, is it? In terms of navigating. A fallen... Alright, let's see what we got here. Got ourselves a fallen minaret. Fallen minaret blocks your way. Oh, okay. I thought this guy was that. I knew that was like a temple thing, but I'm like, is that like a theme of an old-fashioned, old-timey builder? No? Standing around, doing nothing, guys. I mean, I'm guessing more smoking guys. Oh, okay, here we go. As you walk down the street, you hear shouts and see an angry crowd pursuing several men. They chase them in a nearby house, start discussing the best ways to smoke them out. A lone guard shows up and tries to calm the tensions without visible success. Oh boy. What am I putting my foot in there? I'm approaching. Burn him! Yells a red-faced, burly man of a dirty tunic, pointing at the house. The crowd seems to share his animosity towards the house inhabitants. Nobody's burning anything in this district, the guard says weakly. He tries to infuse his voice of authority, but he isn't eager to risk his life to restore order, which only emboldens the crowd. What's going on? It's the Nutters, sighs the guard. Now that they've got some number behind them, things are starting to get out of control. Earlier they went through a district, shouting, pushing over carts, and pissing people off. There was a fight, 3 dead, a dozen wounded. The preacher's cronies are holed up here, and now these idiots want to burn the place down in half the district. The Nutters? The mouth breathers have followed the preachers around, eating up every word and asking for more. Maybe the people I threw stones at. We didn't see it coming when it started. These preachers were talking crazy, but nobody listened. So what's the harm, right? And then something changed. Suddenly they were drawing crowds. People were repeating their shit like it meant something. Now we have a bloody riot in the middle of the day. What preachers? Ever since Mary went nuts and started talking about God, some people took it upon themselves to spread his teaching, to bring the fucking light to the darkness. Now, as far as I know, these preachers never said a word about attacking the unbelievers, but maybe they didn't have to. Make a man for righteous, there's no telling how far it'll go. What do they preach? The usual shit. The godless will be punished, and the righteous be saved. Need any help? Can you keep the crowd in check while I go in, get more men to handle it properly? Well, take chances. Take chances. The guard leaves you in charge and quickly walks away. The crowd gets his hopes up and moves a few steps closer. That preacher isn't going anywhere, says the burly man. We've had enough of this shit. Alright, so I can say, alright, the show's over, so get the fuck out of here. Or you're right, a message wants to be sent. I think that we want order here. See, I've already pissed off these preachers before, but we never know. Let's see what happens here. Although, these guys are armed with sticks and such. If combat had to happen, maybe it's not the end of the world. She is one of them, he shouts suddenly. Kill her, of course. Combat action. I'm sure the guards are gonna love this. Okay, but this is a lot of people. What the heck was I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking that I have a 100% chance to hit these guys. These nutters. Let's do it. Hate to waste a good bomb, but that feels good. Okay. Now we got ourselves 9 points left. Power attack. Burly man is in front of us here. What other things can we do here? I mean, if they surround me, it's going to be whirlwind time and prayers. Aim strike to this guy's head. 69% chance. Let's go for it. Oh, yeah. Slight concussion. Alright. And he is definitely slightly wounded. And let's do a regular strike on him. And hopefully my spear talents will help me in this situation. Unless it's not... Yep, just the smoking guy. He doesn't want to get involved. Of course, I'm getting involved in this. Do I move? Nah, we're going to stand our ground. Hit him. Alright, there we go. Oh, I never got my armor repaired. Dodge. Ooh. I knew this guy was going to be trouble. There we go. Push him back. Push him back. Oh, this isn't good. There we go. Pushing him back. Pushing him back twice. Alright, so those spear lessons are definitely paying off. Oh, this is so many people. What the hell was I thinking? Okay, well, Burly Man seems to be the biggest threat here. What's my chance to hit with a power attack? 77% chance. I mean, I could net some people, but I just don't know if that's going to be worth it. I can Whirlwind, which I could do twice, which will work. 72% chance, 86. I mean, it's looking pretty good. Might be the way to go. Whirlwind is going to turns our chance. It can critical effect. It can knock down people, and it does normal damage. So let's do it. Oh, the knockdown is so glorious. Okay, so we were left with 6 here. Badly wounded. We got 3. It could get 2 fast attacks in on these unarmored homeboys. Come on, Burly Man. What do you got? Badly wounded. Hit him for 9 points. Okay. Oops, here comes the dodge frenzy. Think dodging faults. Yeah, push him back. Oh, I love the spear for that. He dodges my counterattack. Well, dodge. Yep, more dodging. Oh, doesn't hurt that bad, but still, it's the principle of the thing. Okay, well, whirlwind for justice. Okay, well, we're still gonna. I mean, I know this guy's hurting real bad. We're doing it again. There we go. Taking on the mob. Oh, all of it. See the way I impaled her? I mean, I feel kind of guilty, but you don't look like much. What are you talking about? I just murdered like 3 people. Okay? What are you talking about looking much? Look at this. Look at this nonsense. It's utterly absurd. Yeah, more of the same. That is very fun to do. Yep, back off. The dodge ruin. Yeah, strike back. Oh, a hit. Yeah, Burly Man, seems like the Brawny Man was the only guy really keeping you guys going. I'm sure the guards are going to be very happy with the fact that I'm murdering their folk. Yeah, counterattack. And she's down for the counts. Convulses and falls down. She doesn't get up. Alright, now, I've been abusing Whirlwind pretty hard. So let's see. Almost dead. You know what? I know it's silly, but 80% chance. 80% chance. Or I got 3 attacks here. Let's see if I can... There we go. Stab through the chest. Fatal wound. He doesn't want to die, but nature intends otherwise. And you? Oh, you still up there? How about now? What's the card got to say about that? Woo! You stand there for a moment, observing your handiwork, the dead and the dying. Then you enter the house. You see a man with a thin face, a narrow aquiline nose, and fire in his eyes. This must be the preacher. Behind him stand 2 men, roughed up and bloodied. Who are you? Asks the preacher. Gain some insight from my murderous ways. A friend. It's safe to come out now. The gods worked a miracle through you, my child, much like they always do. It is a righteous woman like you that make this world worth saving. Well, how do you do? I like to think so. Well, Thank you, brother. So what happened here today? My congregation wanted to share their love for the gods with their neighbors, for it is a duty of every believer to bring the road of light to true faith into the hearts of others, yet apparently such roads are filled with perils. The faithful were attacked, spat on, knocked on the ground, and beaten. We had to defend ourselves, but our creed isn't a military one, and we fared poorly. All but these 2 lucky souls are dead now. Glad I could help them. Oh, hey, I made them mad before. We are in your debt, and this debt will be repaid. I'll bring you the word of your deeds to the holy city of Ganiza. Alright, thank you. Well, guard didn't come back, and you know what time it is. Taking everything from dead bodies, it's fun for you and me. We'll take from man, take from another man, woman, all fall before Ziyal the Enforcer. I'm gonna have to change my name. Oh, he doesn't have anything on there. You know what would be really awesome? Loot all. Nah, I'm just talking all. I mean, they're fighting me with shovels, for God's sakes. Any of you people got stuff on you? It's a bloody mess of bodies. Although it would be nice to see if, let's see, we got some more skill points here. Not enough to really do any good unless I wanted to get 1 point in one of the other lesser skills. I'm definitely a killer of men. Yeah, definitely killed lots of men here. Well, hopefully they're going to be cool with my ne'er-do-wells. The slums are this way. Hopefully somebody around here can tell me youth. I need to see a medicus if I can. If not, I'm going to be gulping down healing salves. You see a slightly awkward guy-haired man scarce out of his teens. Approach. I couldn't help but notice you're heading for the slums, says the youth in a somewhat shy manner. I was wondering if you'd do me a favor. In exchange for a reasonable remuneration, of course. He adds quickly, trying to sound businesslike. What's the favor? I've entered into business arrangement with a certain individual who goes by the name of Neros. He asked me to procure certain goods and deliver them to him. Yet now I'm about to do it, I found myself being torn by doubts and fears. Such as? I must confess I have never been to the slums and find the task to be more intimidating than what I originally envisioned. They say it's a lawless place where a man's life is worth nothing. Not to mention that I can't help but wonder if Neros is going to pay me what he promised. After all, what stops him from cutting my throat? He touched his throat uncomfortably and taking goods for himself, so where do I come in? You seem to have a certain air about you. I don't think that Neros would dare playing games with you. He promised me 3,000 imperials. I'd be willing to part with 500 if you were to deliver the package to collect the money. What's in the package? Black powder, sulfur, salpetry, things of that nature. Can you buy these things in the slums? Not if he wants quality, says the youth, smiling hauntingly. I doubt that Lord Galius' own alchemists would take commission from like Nero. Yet a young lord and eager is due for him. He turns red. I've lost a lot of money in a game of chance. It was rigged, I'm sure, so I refuse to pay. The prior sold my debt to Neros. Making choices. Maybe well, not. I'm a thief, right? Take his stuff and see what happens. Thank you, says the youth for relief. Handing you heavy package. His house is somewhere around the old temple. He told me it's easy to find. Okay. Well, the slums approach. We're just gonna hopefully definitely hit that quick save button again, because I'd love to see if there is actually show kindness to a veteran. Beggar. Show kindness to a veteran, good mistress. Sparks a scowling beggar. A quarter or two is all I ask. Come on, we both know you can afford it. Yeah, here you go. Much obliged. Practice military salutes. Really a veteran? Artita's finest, says the man with a bitter smile. Yet wrong side, I know, but it's hard to tell them apart beforehand. Every lord makes it sound like his cause is righteous, and his side is going to come out the winner. In the end, it always comes to roll the dice. How'd you end up here? It's a long story. Sure have time for it? Why not? Alright, so yeah, I served in Titus, and it was more than a job for me. I took the oath and meant every word, God tell me. I don't believe in any of this in Titus, the last emperor bullshit that the court poet always went on about. For me, what mattered is what that he actually gave a shit. I worked for the Commercium years before, so I knew what rich bastards could treat you, but Titus was different. He actually spent time with his men. He said the prophecy wasn't just about him. We're all part of it, and then the words themselves were just empty blather without good men to back them up and follow his lead. We were the foundation upon which the house was built. Fine words, though I know it must sound like so much horseshit coming from me. Keep listening. Things were really gearing up by the time I joined. His father had left the throne less than a year prior, you see, so Antidus was chomping at the bit to get things rolling. Considering how cautious and miserly his father had been, he spent a lot of gold on his payroll, so his recruiters could compensate the Imperial Guards by outfitting his men in armor, yada yada, grand old style. Pretty soon the common folk took House Daratam for the real descendant of the Emperor, while the so-called Imperial Guard took a role in the shameful pretender staffed by ill-armored lepers. Ranks began to swell. In a little over half a year, Antidus was ready to stake his claim. Luck favored Antidus. The Ordu had begun a huge push to the south, and Gallius had to bleed his own legions to beef up the guards to the north. Gallius knew it would risk the legitimacy of the charter if he did nothing but spend time with some Bactrian belly dancers. Bactrian, not Bacterium. While the guards started defending his backside from the greatest threats against the Quantari, since he didn't have much choice in the matter. Holmes took Gallius' carefully arranged game board and threw it into the abyss, and Titus was poised to exploit the nature situation. He sent his uncle to Genizar to sell Meru on the joint attack against Gallius. He gave him 100 soldiers, and guess how many who was in charge of the soldiers? Yours truly. Meru's mind was soft like clay, easy to mold, and the deal was struck within a week. Soon after, we were ready to march to war. With Gallius fighting the war on three sides, the Daratan front had become his soft underbelly. This was still Aurelian, though the Daratan was still the weakest house, so there was no certain outcome. Nonetheless, Antidus belted Gallius with everything he had. I don't know what tactics or numbers won that first battle, but we absolutely bled those bastards. House Daratan accomplished a decisive victory, the first in decades, but all Antidus did was salute his men and walk up the battlefield as calmly as he were enjoying a stroll in the garden. He wanted to seem as though it was all a matter of course. He must have taken a godly effort to hold in the pride he felt, and as for us, hell, we didn't even bother trying. What happened? Well, it all went to shit, of course. But you already know that, don't you? Things went well enough during the first month after the initial attack. Aurelian withdrew, Daratan advanced. Then one day we got word from the northwest that Meru had suddenly withdrawn his troops from the field. They hadn't been routed, they'd just been completely ditched war. Antidus didn't know what to think. Had Meru been bribed by Gallius? Had he lost his nerve? Turns out Meru hadn't lost his nerve, just his whole fucking mind. I brought Antidus' uncle to Genizar again, and he didn't even greet us when we walked into his court. But instead, he began a crazed oration, just like we were listening to a totally different man. He spoke of gods, he spoke of revelations, he spoke of people, and he ultimately just spewed out a mess of the most impassioned insanity I've ever heard. At first, we hoped it was nothing but an act to cover Meru's real doubts about a war, and so the uncle stayed into the night to discuss it with him further. When he finally came out of the palace, his skin white as gypsum. He had tried to fish out some of the details, but the only thing he said was, "Gods help us." He actually believes every word. It's all over. And so it was. Just like that. It was turning point marking the end of Antidus' good fortune. The Imperial Guards ambushed and decimated the Ordu, and suddenly Gallius was free to give Antidus the attention he deserved. Of course, we didn't see it that way back when Antidus had us convinced that the prophecy was coming true, and nothing could stop him, except Gallius' legions, of course. Laughs the beggar, and laughed turning into a violent cough. Raz, he said finally, as the name still invoked pain. It was a disaster. Complete and utter fucking disaster. If Antidus didn't run, he would have lost everything there. When he got back to Terran, he practically barricaded himself in his compound, and that was the last of all of them. No more speeches, no more heart-to-hearts, or talks of prophecy. So how'd you end up here? To tell you the truth, I just couldn't stomach staying in Terran, pretending like nothing happened. Don't know how Antidus can handle it. Maybe he's a tougher bastard than thought. For a while, we thought he was just laying low, biding his time and waiting for the right opportunity. Turned out there was no opportunity. He sent an expedition to look for some temple in the wasteland, as if it was his main concern and nothing else mattered. Of course, his luck being what it is, he lost most men he sent to that fool's errand in finding a temple. Between you and me, I wouldn't be surprised if it exists only in his addled mind. I left shortly after. Thought I'd come see Mandor and see the city that so many men died for. You know what? I don't think it was worth it. Anyway, my throat's getting dry, so it's time to go and water it. Take care of yourself, stranger. Well, a lot of backstory there. So, kind of looking at the locations and factions, if you will, pretty much kind of telling the story between Noble House Daratan and Aurelian here. Pretty much the fact that that's why House Daratan was kind of holed up in Terran the way that they were. Daratan, excuse me. And yeah, but you know what? The guy kicked me out of town now in another parallel universe. So he can suck shit and die. Pardon my crass way of putting things, but just trying to get in the mood here. Alright, so we got ourselves some things. Perhaps one of the locals can shed some light on this map. I really want to have some locals shed some light on this map. I thought, talk to the beggars. Beggars know what's up. They know what's good. Alright, let's see. Looking at inventory stuff. And I still got to repair my armor here. So we got a whole bunch of things to do. Well, that's going to have to wait for next time, though. Well, no, that's probably my bad for alt-tabbing there. Oh, I think I might screw up the footage. Anyway, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more content. I have to admit, I'm like the beggar. My throat is dry from all this exposition. Mandoran is definitely a lot of talky going on. But I'm enjoying Age of Decadence so far. And how about taking on all those, well, I guess, enraged peasants. But I took them on. That was, what, a 6v1? Something like that? Anyway, I hope you all had a good time watching. And I will see y'all next time. Cheers.